Hello, and we're going to go with our Bexley Patriarch. This is the Bexley Patriarch. I'm going to offer you guys a writing sample of the Bexley Patriarch. It has a steel fine nib. All right, let's start writing. Bexley. With a steel fine. Okay, this is the star of our show. I'm going to start with some swirls. Now it's a very stiff steel nib. It's a fine, doesn't offer much line variation. If you really try to push, you can get a little bit, but this is not its intention. Don't do it on a regular. Okay, that's the Bexley. Now we're going to throw down some Aurora Optima, entirely different class of pen. This one isn't a fine, and the only indication that it is a fine is on the feed, not actually printed on the nib, which I think is a bad idea, because if somebody decides to swap it out when you're not looking, you're going to think you have the wrong one. But for the purpose of this, I'm fairly confident that this is in fact a fine, although it is rather thick for a fine. This is a 14 karat nib. Offers some line variation, is rather thick. It's thicker than the Bexley Patriarch, for sure. But it's a nice nib. They make them in-house. Let's rock the Homo Sapien. Dark Age. This is a 23 karat palladium. Fine. Let's do some swirls. Once again, this sucker is soft. Again, all my pens are inked up with Heart of Darkness, and I'm going to keep it consistent like that for the sake of these videos. Let's do Montblancmeister 146. This is also a fine 14 karat nib. Swirl time. Okay. Seems a little thick for a fine. Now the only indication with Montblanc pens that you have a nib size in fine, medium, bold, double bold, whatever it is that they offer, is by the sticker that came on the body of the pen when you first bought the pen, as well as the sticker that's on the box. There is actually no indication on the feed that I can see, or the nib, that indicates what nib size it is. Oh well. There is a small marking right at the tip of the feed, but I don't believe that's an indication of tip size, because I don't think D is a standard tip size indicator. And what should we do lastly, let's take our Sailor. I like the Sailor just to see the massive drastic difference. This is a Sailor 14 karat hard fine. I don't know why they have to delineate hard and fine. Maybe they have a soft, I don't know. This is an older pen from, I believe, the mid to late 90s. This is drastically finer than any of the other European fines by far. I mean, the difference is huge. It's a massive difference. And finally, I do want to use, just to give you an idea, this is the platinum celluloid. This is going to be a medium 14 karat nib, and these nibs are known to be stiff and scratchy. I'm sorry, scratchy's the wrong word. Toothy. So if you can hear it and it sounds like a bunch of schoolgirls scratching up a chalkboard, that's just the feedback. It's not defective or anything like that. This is just how they write. I like it. I like it. Okay, so the star of the show being the Bexley Patriarch, hence the asterisk. I'm going to compare it against the Aurora Optima, and I say it is definitely thinner than the Aurora Optima. I would say, other than the line variation, it is spot on equal with the Homo Sapien Dark Age 23 karat fine nib. I would also say it's slightly less fine than the Montblanc 146. I would also say that it is much thicker than a Japanese fine in the Sailor. And I would even say that it is just a touch finer, a touch thicker than a medium point Japanese medium in 14 karat, the platinum celluloid. Alrighty, so that's your writing sample for the Bexley Patriarch. Steel nib, fine. I hope that helps. Be well, be safe. Take care.